Ford Mustang. What else is there left to say? Buckle your seatbelts because we are going back in time. Like so many Americans, I've always admired the Mustang from afar, but I've never actually driven one. And that's a problem, because I know if I say anything wrong, an angry mob will surely reprimand me in the comments section. So today, I approach the Mustang as an amateur. I'm lucky enough that my first time behind the wheel of one is with this 1967 hardtop. With a 289 cubic inch V8. While this one originally cranked out 225 horsepower, the owner claims that with new headers, a valve job, and a few other modifications, it now makes around 300 horses, which are routed through the car's original 3-speed automatic. Over the years, he also made several tasteful additions to the interior, including a graphic equalizer and a cassette deck, which probably made all the ladies swoon back in the 80s. Personally, I'm just glad it's not a Sony Explode or some other aftermarket unit that would look hideously out of place in a classic car. The simple but stylish dashboard makes you wish new cars weren't so cluttered with buttons and screens. As for the outside, there's really nothing I need to say. It speaks for itself that so many of these styling cues exist on current Mustangs. On the road, the words purity and honesty come to mind. Modern cars seem so calculated to provide just the right amount of engine noise and road feel, as if they're trying to hide the real world from the driver. This car has nothing to hide. From the burble of the engine to the bumps in the road, it is a sensory cocktail that only gets sweeter with age.
People always talk about a new car smell. Well, there's also a thing I call the old car smell. Something like a little bit of unburnt gas, maybe some oil, the smell of that old leather and rubber they used to use on car interiors. Not really sure what it is, but it's magical.
One of the less magical aspects is with a careless foot and no traction control to step in, you can easily kick up loose gravel at a stop sign. While the only thing it hurts is your pride, it's one of several reminders that driving used to actually take a little work.
Now, like many old cars, this Mustang has no power steering and no power brakes, which is fine when you're out in the middle of the road going fast. But at low speeds, like parking lots and driveways, you feel like you're in a strongman competition trying to get this thing turned around.
But such simplicity could not last forever. Competitors were eager to get a slice of the pony car pie started by the Mustang. Cars got bigger and badder until a fuel crisis and federal regulations brought the market crashing down. The Mustang evolved to survive this brave new world, but the relentless march of progress took its toll. The current generation may resemble its ancestors, but it is far from simple in any way. And that brings us to the argument that inevitably comes up with classic cars: the young versus the old. Time and again, we praise the simplicity of old cars, as if new cars have traded their souls for better gas mileage and Bluetooth compatibility. But truth be told, nobody would buy a car this simple today. A full list of modern amenities may seem excessive, but try to remove any of them and we realize that we like sound insulation and stability control and fuel injection and satellite radio and anti-lock brakes. Just look at backup cameras. A decade ago, they were a novelty. Now, even economy cars have them. It turns out, we like cars when they're comfortable, safe, and reliable. And that is why it is so important that we preserve cars like this Mustang. Future generations need to know where we came from. If you're watching this video and have never driven a 1960s Mustang before, please make that your goal for this year. And if you can't find a Mustang, just drive any pony car from the 60s, even a Javelin. Learn to appreciate the simplicity of the vehicle. Turn off your smartphone, find a lonely country road in the summertime, and let the car speak for itself. If you've got a cool car you'd like to see in a video, send us an email to thecarmeet@gmail.com.